Ruby Storm and Pauper, you can't be serious. Well, I am, and it's based around Goblin Anarchomancer and Thornscape Familiar. It's a wild one. Let's go check it out. This video is proudly sponsored by Card Market. This deck is so awesome, I'm really excited to be playing it today. So the idea is that we have Goblin Anarchomancer, one of your Ruby effects. So for red and a green, all red and green spells cost one less to cast, and you get a 2/2 Goblin creature. Additionally, we have Thornscape Battle Mage, red and white spells cost one less to cast for a 2/1 creature. No red involved to cast, which means that you can play it off of something like a Hickory Woodlot, and then use your mountain to, I don't know, cast Rite, one of my all-time favorite Magic the Gathering cards, and then starting to win the game. But unlike Legacy or Modern, this deck is more creature-based than the other variants, because we're playing Burning Prophet, a pseudo Dragon's Rage Channeler. Obviously, Channeler is not legal because it's an uncommon, but this card does a pretty good impression. So for 2 mana, you get a 1/3 that whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you get to scry 1, and then this creature gets +1/+0 until the end of turn. So if your opponent doesn't have any blockers, there's a good chance that they're dead. But really, it helps you churn through your deck, put some of your lands on the bottom, or maybe even extra creatures you don't need, like Thornscape Familiar, once you get going. And then it increases your card quality of things like Wrenn's Resolve, Reckless Impulse, Manamorphose, those style of effects. So this card is really overperformed, and part of the reason I'm willing to play this deck today. And then to go back to the creature aspect of how this deck is so creature heavy, it actually wins with Guttersnipe. So we have 2 of these, deals 2 to an opponent whenever we cast an instant or sorcery spell. And then you have the Burning Prophet. So that is the idea behind today's deck list. That is how you win the game. I do have sort of a spicy sideboard juke that I haven't seen anyone else playing, and it's Kiln Fiend. So the idea is against matchups where your opponents don't have lots of blockers, between Kiln Fiend and Burning Prophet, you're just putting your opponent in check a lot, being like, if you don't play a blocker, you're dead. And I really like that aspect of the deck, because I feel like sometimes this deck's weakness is drawing 20 cards, not finding the Guttersnipe, and then fizzling. Well, when you have the ability to just kill them dead with Kiln Fiend or a Burning Prophet, that is way less likely to happen. So today, we are playing the Guttersnipe package, but we have the Kiln Fiend as well. In older builds, you would see things that would give your creatures haste or trample. I've tried those. They're kind of just okay. So I'm playing a more traditional Storm build today that isn't playing those sort of cutesy cards. And instead, we're just going for the face. And that is my deck tech. If you have any thoughts, put those down below. I would love to hear from you. But I just kind of want to go play some Pauper Ruby Storm. I will see you in the first match. Don't go anywhere. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. You can also show your support by becoming a member of this channel. You get sweet perks such as badges, emotes, early access to videos, exclusive members-only content, and access to our members Discord section. As you increase the tiers, there are other rewards such as shop discounts, sideboard guides, and even free donation decks. Click the join button down below to find out more. We also have other ways you can support us, like theepicstorm.com/shop, or submitting a donation deck via theepicstorm.com/donation decks. That's enough for now. Let's play some Magic. Let's go. Match number 1. We've won the die roll. All right, so we have double Rite into Guttersnipe. I mean, if your opponent doesn't have any removal, this is really sweet, but I'm not sure how good this actually is. So you can make 6 mana, you could play a Guttersnipe and then Glimpse, so they'll take 2 and you'll get some 1/1s and then not really do much. I feel like you're actually supposed to mulligan this, which seems crazy. It just doesn't really play Magic. And now we have a 1-lander. Not a great way to start this league. I think we're supposed to go to 5. Sure. I don't love this, but we're going to keep it. We'll get rid of the Lotus Petal, and I think we just have to pray. Maybe I should just keep the Lotus Petal. Get rid of the Familiar and Burning Prophet. It requires a lot of getting lucky to win this. Alright, we'll play the Mountain, Lotus Petal, sacrifice the Lotus Petal for a green. We'll play first turn Goblin Anarchomancer, pass the turn. Basic Forest, Arbor Elf. So we're facing Ponza. We've kept a hand that doesn't have more lands. Lotus Petal. Let's Reckless Impulse again. We find the Hickory Woodlot. Attack for 2. Pass the turn. Hopefully they don't have the turn 2 land destruction effect. They did mulligan to 5 as well. Utopia Sprawl. So now they have 4 mana on turn 2. Uh-oh. Yeah. Alright, and they play a Malevolent Rumble. They pick up a Colossal Dread Mask. Let's read what this is. Oh, it's the Living Weapon. So it creates a 6/6 trample with Living Weapon, and then you can equip it for 5. Okay. We find Sandstone Needle. I could play a Glimpse here, but I just want to try to get the value out of this Wrenn's Resolve. We find a Manamorphose. Let's play that. We'll make 2 red here. Red, red. The Familiar's good. Let's play that. And now Glimpse the Impossible is 1 mana. Holy lands, Batman. Alright, so we'll Manamorphose. Red, red. Another land. Glimpse the Impossible. Into more lands. Okay, so that was not great. We'll play a Sandstone Needle. We went from not having lands to absolutely flooded on lands. And now we'll get a bunch of Eldrazi. And now they're making a bunch of mana. The Colossal Dread Mask. Okay. So you have a 6/6 trample. Pretty good in Pauper. And then they can just re-equip it. Big Score. I am a big fan. That is a card we needed here. Let's play Big Score. We'll discard a Sandstone Needle. We do get the Surveil of Burning Prophet. Keep Wrenn's Resolve. We'll play Wrenn's Resolve. Bottom Lotus Petal. Guttersnipe and a Big Score. Okay. Let's play the Guttersnipe. Sacrifice an Eldrazi spawn. Make a red using a treasure. And we'll Big Score, discarding Sandstone Needle. We get a couple triggers here. Let me clear this up, and I'll put the Hickory Woodlot up here. So they'll take 2 off the Guttersnipe. We don't need another Rite of Flame. That can go on the bottom. Big Score. Another Big Score. Okay, that's good. We'll use one of the treasure. And a spawn. I'm trying to leave the green mana open in case I want to play another Goblin or Thornscape Familiar or a Manamorphose. Discard the Lotus Petal. Another Burning Prophet. I don't think we actually want that. Draw 2. And we fizzled. Sacrifice a treasure. We'll play Rite of Flame. And at least this way I can get some surveils for next turn. We'll put the Thornscape on the bottom. Play the Goblin. I'm actually going to play the Seething Song. It's still 2 damage, putting your opponent to 8. And then I get the Surveil for the next turn. I'll put the Rite of Flame on the bottom. Play Hickory Woodlot. And now we can go to combat. So if I swing out, they block with the Eldrazi spawn, kill a Battle Mage, and then they take 2 down to 6. I think I'm okay with that. Swing, swing. This was not a bad game for a mulligan to 5. That is what I expected to happen. So now they'll go to 6. And we'll pass the turn. A Writhing Chrysalis. So they get a couple more blockers here. That was a very good draw for them. Well, I guess they had 1 card in hand. It could have been their final card. Who knows? But either way, it's a good card for them to have here. They attack for 6. We'll take it down to 14. Something like a Wrenn's Resolve would be an ideal draw. They untap the land. Okay. Are you going to re-equip the Colossal Dread Mask? Okay. Sorry, I forgot the end of that card name. They sacrifice the spawn. They have 5 total mana. Okay. Generous Ent. Yeah. I mean, they're in a commanding position here. And we drew a land we don't need. Okay, so we have to pass. They untap the land, so they drew a spell. Another Generous Ent. Wow. Okay. They go up to 9 life. We have to draw a runner here, like a series of spells that allow us to win. We will take 6. We go to 8. Come on, duck. Pretty please. Let's see it. That was a good one. Glimpse the Impossible. So our opponent will go to 7. We get to scry. Bottom the mountain. Big Score. You know what I'm going to say? I'm a big fan. Alright, so let's play a Seething Song. We'll bottom that. And now we'll play the Big Score. Discard the mountain. This will put them to 3. Keep the Reckless Impulse on top. And if it was a card I didn't want, I could cast the other Seething Song in response to allow me to get an extra look. We'll play the Seething Song. Our opponent will go to 1, keep the Reckless Impulse, and play Reckless Impulse. And this is going to be the ball game. So that was game number 1, a lucky draw step. I'll take it. I don't know if we're supposed to sideboard here. The thing about Kiln Fiend is they are a deck with not a lot of blockers. That is for certain. But they do play like elves and stuff. I just don't know. I guess they're also really good at making Eldrazi tokens these days. I'm going to just try to resubmit. And if I lose game 2, I can always reevaluate for the 3rd game. Alright, game number 2. This looks like a reasonable hand of Magic the Gathering cards I will keep. Basic Forest, go. What are you up to over there? We'll play Hickory Woodlot, pass the turn. Next turn we can play Thornscape Familiar and Sandstone Needle. Land go again, huh? Not raising any red flags. We'll play Thornscape Familiar, pass. Mountain. Play the Hickory Woodlot, and then let's attack. I'm worried about a Pyroclasm effect, and there's a number of them that are legal in Pauper that are all 3 mana in instants. So I'm not sure if I want to play into that here by playing out another Goblin. Although it would mean that I could go bananas next turn. I will play a Burning Prophet. Reckless Impulse. We get that Scry 1. I'm actually going to bottom this because if they destroy my Sandstone Needle, I'm going to be color screwed, and I don't want that to happen. Okay. Pass the turn. Land number 4. I feel like they have to have something here. We'll play a Geothermal Crevice. Let's Wrenn's Resolve. And there's the Breath Weapon. This is the card that I was smelling out the whole time. Okay. Sure. So if we can hit like some rituals here, I mean, Lotus Petal is good. We might be able to win right now because they don't have Weather the Storm open either, and there's no blocks for the Burning Prophet. Alright, so obviously me revealing the mountain here looks bad after I played the Geothermal Crevice, but I was trying to convince my opponent to not do anything this turn, and, well, they did. So that kind of tripped me up a little bit. Okay, so let's play a Goblin. And let's Glimpse the Impossible. I really want to spike a Manamorphose here. We have 4 looks at it. Ding! Beautiful. I love this game. Okay, so we'll tap this Hickory Woodlot. And now we'll play Manamorphose. Keep the Reckless Impulse on top. And we will make red. Play the other Goblin. And now we will Seething Song. Do I want a big score? I think the answer might be no, because I'm going to play all of these cards and end up with no hand. So we're going to bottom the big score, because the only way big score is good now is if I draw another Manamorphose into like a land. Bottom Rite of Flame, we don't need more mana. Play Seething Song. Bottom the Sandstone Needle. Our Burning Prophet's currently a 9. We'll keep Manamorphose on top. Let's play the Manamorphose. Bottom the Geothermal Crevice. And I'm going to make green. Wrenn's Resolve. We'll take the big score. Play the Thornscape Familiar. Now big score is only 1 mana and it makes 2. So we'll cast the big score, discard this Sandstone Needle. Get rid of Hickory Woodlot. 12 power on the table currently. Let's play the Seething Song just for the extra... I'm sorry, I keep on saying Surveil. Scry. Want card quality here. Lotus Petal on the bottom. Glimpse the Impossible! Let's go! Should I keep the Rite of Flame? I'm going to say no. I know it's a guaranteed spell when I have 15 power, but I'm worried about just hitting lands and then not doing anything. Guttersnipe, that's going to do it. Glimpse the Impossible. This is sweet. Nice Breath Weapon. Put that on the bottom. Guttersnipe. I probably don't even need to attack now. Rite of Flame. We're going to draw our whole deck. Bottom the Goblin. I wouldn't be surprised if we're getting to the point where I've seen most of my deck. Manamorphose. We'll keep Reckless Impulse. And our opponent can seize the match. Let's go! 1-0 to start off this Pauper League with red, mono... I guess it's not really mono red. Gruul Ruby Storm. Moxfield.com is the easiest way to build a Magic deck online. They support over 30 formats, including Legacy and many other Eternal formats. There are so many options to view decks the way that you want, from text view to individual cards, mana value, and even card price. There's also light mode and dark mode. My personal favorite feature is card tags. This way you can sort cards by function. Moxfield supports collection tracking, scryfall search, decklist feedback, and so much more. Follow me on Moxfield.com so you can stay updated on all of my decks. Alright, time for match number 2. We've won the dot roll again, and there's a good chance this is a mirror match because we're facing Caliquise, or however you pronounce Jacob's name. And if you're interested, go check out Jacob's channel. Really great Pauper content there. Alright, so we are short a land. I think I'm supposed to mulligan. Well, this hand just does not play Magic, so we're not going to keep this one. Down to 5. Sure. Get rid of Big Score and Wrenn's Resolve. Actually, maybe Wrenn's Resolve is better than Glimpse. No. On a mulligan to 5, we probably just want to put the extra mana in. Okay. I talked myself into it. Hickory Woodlot passed the turn. And Jacob kept 7, so there's a good chance we're in trouble. Peat Bog, okay. We'll play the Sandstone Needle. Thornscape Familiar, pass the turn. Jacob, are you on Poison Storm? If so, that deck has 4 main deck copies of Weather the Storm. We could be in a lot of trouble. It is, in fact, Poison Storm. Let's start off by attacking for 2. Hiya! And then let's Glimpse the Impossible. Another Hickory Woodlot, Big Score, Wrenn's Resolve. Let's Seething Song. Wrenn's Resolve. Let's see if we can find another cost reducer. We did not. I will Manamorphose. We'll make some green mana here. At least 1 green. We find another land. Wrenn's Resolve again. We find Burning Prophet. We'll play the Burning Prophet. We will Big Score, discard the Geothermal Crevice. Get that Scry 1. I think I want Rite of Flame. I could be wrong. Okay. And now let's play the Mountain from Exile. Rite of Flame. Put the Hickory Woodlot on the bottom. And now we'll Glimpse. Now I find the second reducer. Great. I think we're supposed to bottom this. Glimpse. And I can't play the Big Score. That's a bummer. So I think we're supposed to play the Goblin and just pass. 1 mana short of the Big Score here. We are forced to pass the turn. Could really use a Wrenn's Resolve, Glimpse the Impossible, Big Score off the top next turn. Jacob plays an island. Pentad Prism. So that provides the green mana for Weather the Storm. Cycles a Lorien Revealed. Another Goblin. We will play a Sandstone Needle and attack for 5. I guess I can attack with my Eldrazi Spawn too. 5 mana. For an Insight. Okay. A Contentious Plan. Always holding open Weather the Storm. Another Contentious Plan. A Lotus Petal. Jacob's considering right now if he should cast the Weather the Storm on his turn. That's the calculation that's happening right now. Decides against it. We will Reckless Impulse. Bottom Seething Song. I cannot play... Well, I guess I could Rite a Flame, but is it even a good move? Because it means that the Weather the Storm is going to be more effective, but I get the Scry action. We'll play the Rite of Flame. Keep the Reckless Impulse on top. So my concern is that Weather's now going to gain Jacob a bunch of life here. Attack for 7. Pass. Another Insight. Pentad Prism, that's dangerous. Because now all the 2 mana spells are free. Experimental Augury. And they're free because they cost 2 mana. Pentad Prism makes 2 mana. And then they proliferate, remaking the 2 mana that they just cost. Lotus Petal. And there's the Weather the Storm for 15 life. We will start with a Reckless Impulse. Bottom the Lotus Petal. We find Guttersnipe. Although it's not very good here. Play the Guttersnipe. Go to combat. Another... Oh, Moment's Peace. Okay. Pass the turn. Jacob, I feel a little betrayed here. I brought up Moment's Peace in the past, and I was told that it was not very good. And here we are playing Moment's Peace right now. I just feel slightly betrayed. I know that you're going to watch this later. You always do. But I just want you to know that I feel betrayed by the Moment's Peace. I understand that we can all change our opinions. I mean, I've changed plenty of opinions through time. But I feel a little hurt right now. We will go to combat. Swing. Play a land and pass. This is not a great looking game for the deck. I mean, the mulligan to 5 hurt. Another deep analysis. Okay, so it's looking like we might be dying soon. Everflowing Chalice. Contentious Plan, which is going to make a mana here between the Everflowing Chalice plus double Pentad Prism. Another Prologue. Interesting. So Jacob is also traditionally a prologue hater. So I'm kind of surprised to see multiple prologues and Moment's Peace. Weather the Storm. We just can't catch a break. Where are all of my draw spells? Put the land on the bottom. Go to combat. We will play another Goblin. Pass the turn. This is a great matchup for the Cyborg Kiln Fiends, by the way. Those are definitely coming in here. Lorien Revealed. Steady Progress. So I'm going to go up to 5 poison. I would be surprised if I wasn't dead here. Infectious Inquiry, I'm at 6 poison. Another Steady Progress. Everflowing Chalice, sure. Experimental Augury. Need 2 more poison after this spell. Alright, so 1 more. Lorien Revealed. And there it is. So that is the game. Our deck kind of just didn't do anything. Like, we drew a lot of lands. And a lot of non-spells, so that can happen. We're going to bring in the Kiln Fiends. You could bring in Pyroblast, but I sort of think it's not what the matchup is about. So I'm not going to bring in the blasts. So I understand I could counter some spells, but I don't want to be doing that. Okay, so the board outs. I want to board down to at least 1 Guttersnipe. I don't think we actually need that many when you're bringing in Kiln Fiend. We'll do 2 Lotus Petals and a Thornscape Familiar. Let's go. On the play. Keep. Play Sandstone Needle, pass. Peat Bog. We'll play Kiln Fiend. Hickory Woodlot, pass the turn. If there's anything Kiln Fiend says, it's I'm trying to kill you. I want to kill you dead. And there's the Bog. Anoint with Affliction? That should be illegal. Come on here, Jacob. I'm trying to Kiln Fiend people. Alright, so we'll tap some mana. Play the Goblin. We'll play the Burning Prophet. And now we will Manamorphose. Scry 1. This might be greedy, I want to keep it. We'll make red, red. Play Burning Prophet. And then we're going to play our land. So this means that big score is not a good hit here. We're going to keep Reckless Impulse on top. Glimpse. Okay. We'll play Reckless Impulse. Don't think we need another Glimpse here. We definitely don't want the big score. Reckless Impulse. Uh-oh. Another Reckless Impulse. I can't cast this, so we have to bottom. Big score on the bottom. Wrenn's Resolve. We hit the Manamorphose, let's cast it. Bottom the land. Bottom land. We'll make red-green. I drew a land. We'll play a Goblin. Pass the turn. Once again, deck, I am asking you for a spell off the top rope. Well, Lotus Petal means Weather the Storm now. Another Lotus Petal. I think this is a turn where we just want to attack and pass. Like, if Jacob isn't going to advance his own game plan here, let's just swing. Experimental Augury. Anoint with Affliction, sure. Swing. Hickory Woodlot. Let's begin with a Reckless Impulse. Keep the Glimpse. Play Rite of Flame. Bottom that. Seething Song. Keep the Manamorphose. Play Glimpse. Once again, keeping the Manamorphose. Play Manamorphose. Oh, I should have played Lotus Petal first because I would have gotten the Scry. That's my bad. For some reason in my head for a split second I was thinking instant or sorcery, but that's not how it works. We rip a big score. Let's play the Lotus Petal. Bottom the Thornscape Familiar. Play the big score. Discard Geothermal Crevice. Bottom Sandstone Needle. Play Wrenn's Resolve. Keep Wrenn's Resolve. Play Rite of Flame. Keep Reckless Impulse. Wrenn's Resolve. keep the Reckless Impulse. Reckless Impulse, keep Wrenn's Resolve. Okay, I feel like we're at the point where we're going to go through our deck now. So the concern is Weather the Storm, but we're just going to do what we can. Bottom, Kiln Fiend, Wrenn's Resolve. Put the Burning Prophet on the bottom. Play Glimpse. Land goes on the bottom. Before it resolves, let's play Manamorphose. Bottom the Rite of Flame. We just don't need more mana. Draw another land. There's the Guttersnipe. Play Lotus Petal. Bottom that. Play Big Score. Discard the land. Guttersnipe deals 2. Bottom the Burning Prophet. We'll draw 2. Oh, I should have waited till post-combat. That's my bad. Because now Jacob can gain an extra life here. Swing. Yep, so I gave Jacob an extra 3 life. Double Weather. 1 card left in hand. So it was, in reality, an extra 6 life. Alright, so I added a green mana to my mana pool, so that way it won't skip through the phases, but it's going to not waste my clock on these weathers. Jacob has 1 card left in hand, so I feel like this game is still very winnable. Okay, now Jacob will take some damage. We'll play Thornscape Familiar. I guess we'll Rite a Flame just for the Surveil, or the Scry. Keep that on top. Alright, so we only have to deal 110 next turn. No big deal. Lorien Revealed. 3 cards now in hand. Reckless Impulse. Start auto-yielding to some triggers here. We're actually pretty low on clock. Bottom the Kiln Fiend. Okay, we'll make 2 mana. Let's Big Score. Discard the Hickory Woodlot. Bottom Seething Song. We'll Big Score again. It's only 106. We can do 106, right? Probably going to time out, but we can do 106. Glimpse. I might also just deck myself here. We will bottom the Familiar. Play the Needle. Play Prophet. Play Kiln Fiend. Alright, turn sideways. Down to 74. Steady Progress. Pentad Prism. Breath Weapon. Oh! Alright. Jacob, that was just rude. That was just rude. Come on. Alright, I'm going to concede to that. We only have 7 cards left in deck. We're not going to be able to deal 74. We are now 1-1. Looking to make playing your favorite combo deck much easier? Look no further than the Epic Storm Mini Token Combo Pack, which is available at theepicstorm.com/shop for $14.99. This combo token pack comes with 84 double-sided tokens. That includes our classic Storm and mana tokens, as well as fan favorites such as Goblins, Squirrels, and Slime Time Live. But that's not all. We've expanded this token pack to cover a variety of formats with new tokens. Stop on by theepicstorm.com/shop and make an easy decision to elevate your combo game. Round number 3, we're on the play. Once again, a 1-lander. We will mulligan into a 5-land hand. Okay, we will keep and bottom Geothermal Crevice. I guess we're going to try to play this game a little bit more slowly. Basic planes, and they're passing the turn. Big Score. We'll play Hickory Woodlot, pass. On the end step, they cycle in Ash Barrens. Okay. For a snow-covered island. Oh. Okay, so they're on inside-out combo. We might just be dead. Let's play a Wrenn's Resolve. Okay. We'll play the Mountain and Glimpse the Impossible. This will at least give me 3 potential blockers. Pass the turn. Escape Tunnel, so this can be used to make it so their Tireless Tribe cannot be blocked. It looks like they might have the turn 3 win. There's the Inside Out with 6 cards in hand. So a turn 3 win while making their creature unblockable is pretty impressive here. And I guess they also had a counterspell last turn if they needed it. Impressive. Yeah, I cannot block. I am dead. Well, that hurt. I wonder if I'm supposed to bring in Pyroblast. I actually think in hindsight, if I was to redo the sideboard, I'd want 1 more land, because my gut tells me I want to board out Lotus Petal here, but I want a 16th land if I'm going to do this plan. So I might cut a sideboard card for 1 more land. We'll side out 2 Big Scores and 2 Lotus Petal. Big Score can be a little bit unreliable versus counterspell decks. You still want a few in your deck, but having too many can certainly be a problem. We will try this. Play the Hickory Woodlot and pass. Basic Island, sure. Another Seething Song. Play the Thornscape Familiar and pass the turn. I'm hoping that they see that I don't have any red mana, and then tap out on the second turn, and then we can go bananas. Land number 2 into a Ponder. They did not shuffle on Ponder. I believe we're supposed to just attack and pass. Don't show them that I have red mana, because it looks like they're holding open a Blue Blast, and I can't afford to get Seething Song or any other spell countered. And step another Brainstorm. They cycle Ash Barrens, getting a Plains. Let's see a Squadron Hawk here, come on. Archaeologist, so this is a window for us. They reveal a Spell Pierce, and they pick up the Spell Pierce. Okay, let's party. Lotus Petal? I guess technically it's better to play the second Anarchomancer first, because then the first Seething Song is only 1 mana, so it saves a mana in the long run. So we'll play Seething Song. Glimpse the Impossible. Well, that was perfect. Wrenn's Resolve. I'm waiting to play out these spells just in case I find a Prophet, because then I could scry. I keep on wanting to say Surveil, and it's just wrong. I'm going to hold the Seething Song in case we do find a big score, but we do have triple Manamorphose, which might be a little silly, but it doesn't hurt to just wait a little bit to cast this. Glimpse the Impossible. We reveal our Pyroblast. Play another Rite of Flame. We will Manamorphose. Green, red. Manamorphose again. Red, red. Uh-oh. Manamorphose again. Red, green. And we bricked. Play a Goblin. Play the Familiar. Let's kill their Archaeologist. Play Sandstone Needle. And now we're going to attack and pass. Brutal. Storm 16 past the turn. They play another land. Tireless Tribe. Preordain. Another Familiar. Play the Crevice. We'll swing with 3. We want to leave back Thornscape Familiar because it can't be destroyed by a blue Elemental Blast. So that way it's tougher for them to win the game. Pass the turn. Another Tireless Tribe. Opponent is at 10 life. Play the Thornscape Familiar. And now we'll go to combat. Swing for 6. Our opponent blocks twice. And then they discard Spell Pierce to make it so their creature goes up to 5 toughness. And discards another copy of Spell Pierce. Okay. So they'll take 2. I will lose a Battle Mage. I'm sorry, a Familiar. Play Hickory Woodlot, pass the turn. They cast a Brainstorm. Cycle Ash Barrens, okay. They play another Island, 4 cards in hand. Play Squadron Hawk. Okay, so their hand is full, which is a concern for Inside Out. We find Glimpse. Let's play it. Hopefully it resolves. If they had a Blue Blast, this is a card that would make sense for them to counter. Okay. Play Mountain from hand. Play Rite of Flame. We'll play the Burning Prophet. I think I'm going to Seething Song here just for the extra scry one. We'll keep Manamorphose. Play Reckless Impulse. Keeping the Manamorphose on top again. Another Burning Prophet. Okay. Manamorphose. Bottom the Goblin. Bottom the Mountain. All up to this Manamorphose. Red, red. No! Brutal. Okay. Let's swing out. They're going to double block the Anarchomancer. Single block a Familiar. Oh, I thought that I split it 1-1. I guess that's not what I did. Oh, it doesn't work that way. Right? Like, sorry, it's been a while since I've done this whole combat math thing. I think I have to get through the first creature before I can assign to the second. I don't really remember. But in my head, the way that it lined up, and I guess it's my fault because I didn't click anywhere. So I should have known it wasn't going to do 1-1. Deep analysis. Yeah. So a Squadron Hawk here provides them with a third blocker, which means they're guaranteed to not be dead. Wrenn's Resolve, it's a good one. Let's play it. We get to scry twice, bottom Rite of Flame, bottom Sandstone Needle, Wrenn's Resolve, Guttersnipe, and a Goblin. Unfortunately, I don't have a spell to play here. We'll play the Goblin, play Guttersnipe, and now we'll go to combat. Swing. So they're going to block. This time, no double blocking tricks. I'm sure I'm going to take a lot of jokes in the comments about how I don't understand how double blocking works. That's fine. They discard a Squadron Hawk. They have one Tireless Tribe left. Another Brainstorm. They play Archaeologist. And they find a whiteout. That's scary. Because that provides them with enough cards now for the Tribe to kill me if they can make it unblockable. Plus Inside Out. So they would want the Escape Tunnel plus Inside Out, and then whiteout kills me. They did not shuffle. There's Escape Tunnel. It looks like they have it. Escape Tunnel into Inside Out. I was 2 damage short. Wow. Brutal. So now they discard a bunch of cards. And then whiteout they can return to their hand by sacrificing a snow land. So their 6 lands in play represent 24 damage. Plus the 17 they had in their hand. We had a window to win last turn, but I needed a spell instead of this Goblin. Brutal. Okay, we are now 1 and 2. If you're still watching, make sure to give this video a like, comment, and subscribe. While you're near the description, here's a reminder to use our affiliate links if you're going to make a purchase from Amazon, Card Hoarder, or TCG Player. Just above those affiliate links, you'll find our social channels. Make sure to join those to connect with us. Let's try to bounce back in match number 4 on the play. Sure, we'll try this. So far, my impression of this deck is that it's really fun, but it fizzles a lot. And I know that a lot of people right now are cutting Burning Prophet, but I feel like it's one of the few good things about the deck. And it's other aspects of the deck that are sort of lacking for me. I don't love the Guttersnipe win condition. Part of me thinks that the deck would be better if you just ran the haste effect and then the trample effect in order to win. Because right now it just seems like whenever I draw Guttersnipe, I wished it was something else. I wish it was the haste effect. I wish it was the card that gave all of our creatures trample and draw a card. But instead it's just like this clunky card that doesn't actually help us much. And I don't love that. We'll play the Familiar. Play Mountain. Let's Reckless Impulse. Play Lotus Petal. We'll play the Burning Prophet. Pass the turn. Land number 2. And they pass. Let's try a Rite of Flame. We'll put the Mountain on the bottom. Rite of Flame. Glimpse the Impossible. Put Guttersnipe on the bottom. They've counterspelled my Glimpse. We will play a Manamorphose. I think I'm going to bottom Seething Song here. Red. We'll play Glimpse. Bottom the Sandstone Needle. 3 non-spells, okay. Try Wren's Resolve. Bottom Geothermal Crevice. Alright, it looks like I flat out fizzled. Bottom the Burning Prophet. And then we'll play the Goblin that will go away this turn. Attack for 9. Okay. They play Brainstorm. And they cycle a Lorien Revealed for Ice Tunnel. So this means that they're probably Dimir Terror. Play the Sandstone Needle. Swing. No Snuff Out. Land number 4. Into Preordain. The Modern Age. Okay. Discards Deep Analysis. And now they can play a Gurmag Angler. And that's what happens. We draw Guttersnipe, which would be great if I could cast a spell after, but I can't. Swing. They block the Burning Prophet and they'll take 4. Play the Guttersnipe. Pass the turn. They draw a card and then discard an island. Land for turn. They have 3 cards left. And our opponent concedes. 1 in the books. Okay, well, let's get another. Bring in Pyroblast. I think this is a matchup where I want the Kiln Fiends, so I'm going to bring those in. Maybe we'll bring in a couple Apostles' Blessings. I'm Unsure about this. It's a lot of interaction. I think I want to take out the Guttersnipes. Board out the Thornscape Familiars. Get rid of Big Score. And a Lotus Petal. Let's try this. They have kept 7. We are going to mulligan. Sure, we'll keep bottom a Goblin. They play Foreboding Landscape. Geothermal Crevice will pass the turn. They play Island and pass. We draw land number 2. That's good. Interesting that they did not use the landscape. So that means that they likely have Brainstorm on the end step here. No. Okay. They play Sneaky Snacker. Let's play Burning Prophet and a Hickory Woodlot. Pass the turn. They cast a Preordain, putting 2 cards on the top. The Modern Age, okay. Discards Gurmag Angler. And they swing. I'm at 18. No snuff out yet. Cast a Rite of Flame. Get rid of Sandstone Needle. We don't want that. Play Goblin. Manamorphose. I'm going to bottom Glimpse, and I might regret that. But I feel like with triple payoff in hand, I don't actually want it. Another Goblin is obviously good. Reckless Impulse. Keep the Manamorphose. Cast Manamorphose. Keep the Lotus Petal. We'll make red. Play Lotus Petal. Keep the Glimpse. Wrenn's Resolve. Keeping Glimpse on top. Play Glimpse. Keep Glimpse on top. Okay, there's no mana in any of that. Let's cast another Glimpse. Keep Seething Song. We will cast Seething Song. Put that on top. Reckless Impulse. Keep Wrenn's Resolve on top. Wrenn's Resolve. We'll bottom the Hickory Woodlot. And then in response, we can Seething Song. Bottom Kiln Fiend. Okay. Wrenn's Resolve. Play another Burning Prophet. Play the Rite of Flame. That can go on the bottom. That goes on the bottom. Rite of Flame resolves. Let's Pyroblast the Modern Age. Bottom the Mountain. Bottom Sandstone Needle. We'll destroy Sneaky Snacker. Bottom the Pyroblast. We'll keep Apostle's Blessing in case they have snuff out here. Play Wrenn's Resolve. Keep this on top. And now snuff out doesn't matter. Manamorphose. Bottom the Burning Prophet. Keep Manamorphose. We'll make green. Play Manamorphose. Bottom Geothermal Crevice. I guess Snuff Out still beats me here if I go to combat and don't have any mana left in my pool. Red. Play Kiln Fiend. Play the Goblin. Cast Apostle's Blessing. This is going to be like, if they have the Snuff Out here, it's like the best Snuff Out of all time. And there it is! Oh, I couldn't have one more spell? Brutal. One more spell. Put Kiln Fiend on the bottom. Put that on the bottom. I guess I needed like a Lotus Petal or something. That's what I actually needed. We will pass the turn. Gurmag Angler. Okay. We will attempt a Wrenn's Resolve. They're holding open counterspell mana, so that's a problem, but at least it pumps up our creatures here. And they do have counterspell. We'll keep Seething Song on top because it's a guaranteed spell for next turn. Swing. They're likely going to block a Kiln Fiend here. And then they'll take 12 down to 4. Okay. A Sneaky Snacker is a blocker. And they concede. Look at that. We're an aggro deck. We are now 2-2. With Card Hoarder, renting your favorite combo deck has never been easier. There isn't a more affordable solution for Magic Online. Want to play the deck in this video? Check out the pinned comment below to easily rent the deck from Card Hoarder. Did you know you can rent the Epic Storm from Card Hoarder for as little as 7 tickets a week? The final match. We're on the draw. We've opened up a pretty darn good hand. We will keep. Island. Okay. Play Sandstone Needle, pass the turn. The Thornscape Familiar was a good draw. End step, they play Brainstorm. Mental Note. Okay, so the Dimir Terror deck again. A Thought Scour. This will get back the Sneaky Snacker. A Wrenn's Resolve. Let's play Wrenn's Resolve, and then we can decide what land we want. We'll play the Needle. Play Lotus Petal. Pass the turn. They attack for 2. We'll go to 18. Cryptic Serpent. So they're giving me the green light here. Okay, let's play the Goblin Anarchomancer. Our opponent just disrespected us. I believe their exact words were, "I don't think you can kill me," and tapped out. So we're going to try to prove them wrong. Play the Guttersnipe, Seething Song. This will deal them 2. Play Reckless Impulse, deals them another 2. Wrenn's Resolve. Okay, we hit another Reckless Impulse. Let's play that. Opponent goes down to 12. Burning Prophet. So it looks like we fizzled. I can put them to 4 here while setting up for next turn. Bottom the Hickory Woodlot. We'll play the Thornscape Familiar. Play Geothermal Crevice. We'll play Seething Song. Bottom the Sandstone Needle. Maybe I miscounted. Because even if I played the Seething Song, they go to 6. We'll bottom the Mountain. I'm going to pass. They play Island number 3. And another Cryptic Serpent. They just pass. Nice. We draw another Familiar. I believe I'm just supposed to pass here. They swing. We'll take 6. We'll go to 12. Mental Note. Gets rid of a Tolarian Terror. They play into a Terror. 1 mana open. Rite of Flame. Well, I guess I should at least play the Rite of Flame so that way I can try to set up the spell for next turn. That still puts me just short of winning. I'm going to get rid of the Rite of Flame. Let's try a Seething Song. Keep the Glimpse. Now they're at 4. I believe I'm supposed to pass. Our opponent is swinging out. Interesting. We'll block there. Block there. Okay. I'll take 7. I go to 5. They play Thought Scour. Another Thought Scour. No! Brutal! I've never seen that card before in my life. That card just won them the game. Okay. That's a bummer. We'll bring in Pyroblast. I think I'm going to avoid Kiln Fiend this time. -2 big score, -2 Lotus Petal. Let's try this. On the play. Sure. I mean, we've opened up 2 pretty good hands. Unfortunately, we didn't win the first game, but our hand was very good. We sort of just fizzled on the draw spells, which has sort of been the theme this league. I feel like this deck fizzles a lot, unfortunately. It's kind of just the nature of the beast. We'll play Sandstone Needle and play Thornscape Familiar. Instead, they Mental Note, and they reveal a Gut Shot. Uh-oh. Trying to kill my little familiar friend? I don't like that. Let's swing with the Familiar. Let's play Burning Prophet. They Brainstorm in response. Burning Prophet back on the stack. Resolves. Let's try Rite of Flame. And now they're going to Hydroblast. Sure. Bottom the Sandstone Needle. Pass the turn. Land number 3. And they just choose to pass. Okay, well, we will just attack them. Pass the turn. They Thought Scour, reveal a Sneaky Snacker, and another Hydroblast, so good for them. Also slightly bad for them. I'm sure they wanted to draw Hydroblast. And a Brainstorm to bring back the Sneaky Snacker. Another Thought Scour, milling 2 Sneaky Snackers. Wow. And Gut Shot. Things are not looking good for the home team. They attack, we'll go to 18. Cryptic Serpent. Holding open Counterspell. And it just seems like we're buried here. I'll attempt to Wrenn's Resolve. I'm not really sure what else I'm supposed to do at this point. Bottom, Glimpse the Unthinkable. Or Glimpse the Impossible, I'm sorry. Glimpse the Unthinkable is the mill 10. We'll play a Crevice. Play Burning Prophet. Yeah, I don't know. I just think this deck is too inconsistent. It stinks when I'm losing this badly, but I think the real problem is, like, most matches that we've lost, I've had a window to win a game, and then the deck just... There's an inherent inconsistency in this deck, where you don't have a Past in Flames, you don't have Underworld Breach, so your biggest payoff is actually just a Glimpse of the Impossible, and that's it. So, and you get 1 scry going into it. Even if you have multiple Burning Prophets, you can't stack multiple cards. So you could have a Reckless Impulse on top and then 2 lands underneath it. Stuff like that. So it's really hard to catch up. And I don't know, it's just that's part of it. I think Guttersnipe is a really bad win condition, and this is the best that we have. Like, this card stinks so badly. So I think there's like a number of things that are wrong with this deck. That's my 2 cents. But I don't know. I probably won't be playing this deck again. I'm not really enjoying it. They still have 3 cards in it. I guess we're dead, so we should do something. Seething Song. The Mental Note. Keep Manamorphose on top. Reckless Impulse. Keep Manamorphose on top. We'll play Manamorphose. So if I keep this, I can't then play Goblin into Seething Song. I'm 1 mana short. So I actually have to bottom Seething Song even though we're choked on mana here. Green, red. So our best draw there was a Rite of Flame, and I did not draw it. So now I can't play anything. And we're dead on board. Okay, so this league was a 2-3. I sort of let you know my thoughts throughout the league. I think that Guttersnipe is bad. Like, I would have rather have played the enchantment that gives all of our stuff haste, and then the spell that gives all of our creatures trample. I just don't like Guttersnipe. It's tough. Like, when comboing, it felt like there was too many lands. And then when mulliganing, it felt like there wasn't enough. So that's another problem I see with the deck. I think Burning Prophet is where you want to be. I know people are trying to cut it, but this card adds consistency. I'm not looking to remove consistency. Like, I'm not looking to high roll more. I just want to make the deck more, on average, more consistent. So I think you want to keep these. I think I would just play Burning Prophets, the Familiars, and the Goblin Anarchomancer, and then try to not play any other creatures. That's what I would like to do. I know that I don't have as much experience with the other people working on this deck, but I don't know. It just doesn't feel like it's for me. That's all I've got for today. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. I hope you have a great day, and as always, keep storming. Hey, Bryant Cook. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. There's no better way to support our channel. If you're interested in elevating your combo game, visit theepicstorm.com/tutoring for details about our coaching sessions. Don't worry, there's more great combo content coming right up.